Hello, welcome to Bad at Board Games. My name's Brad Lake, and I'm bad at board games, so you don't have to be. Today we're going to be talking about, I think the Kickstarters this year are boring. I don't even know if I'm going to show you the screen. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, oh, I want to go over to the Kickstarter and kind of look and I follow other people talking about Kickstarters, and I'm just looking, I'm like, these Kickstarters that are launched in the beginning of this year, I think are like, blah. Um, I've pulled up this Kickstarter page here, and they've got Homeworld, which is, I kind of started to think about doing it, but I'm like, it's an old video game. Nobody's really talking about it. It's almost $500,000, so a lot of people are getting it. And maybe have the video game fever from when this was a cool video game, but I'm like, not interested in it as a board game. I know a lot of people get mad at me for this, but Ascension Tactics is the miniature kind of thing. It doesn't interest me, and then you got like all the typical, there's a whole bunch of clutter around the board game industry. Things that might be cool but aren't funding. This Hibernaculum, it's an RPG, which isn't a board game. And then the Curse of the Candle Ahbra, this is the second time I wanted to do something on this, and I reached out to them to do a review of this because I think it looks really cool. And this, it's kind of the mobile cities, and I'm forgetting the name of the book and the horrible movie that Peter Jackson did of it. But where the cities are eating the other cities, it's kind of got that vibe, but like your cities are made out of these giant candle wax things, and like the whole world is based off of candle power and things like that. I think it looks cool. I think it's pretty, but then this is the second time out, and they still haven't fixed the it costs too much or not interesting enough, and it's area control, and I haven't found an area control game I like yet. So I'm not really interested in that. And then you've got Encounters, Shattered Wastes. I don't know, a bunch of these things I'm not interested in. And then, I like war games, but nobody's going to watch me talk about, like Song and War, Song for War, Mediterranean Theater Battle. Like, that might be kind of cool, but having people to play it with and, spending the time to talk about it, edit it, and get it back out there to have two people watch it, there's no point. Let's see what else they have. Now, the South Tigress, Scholars of the South Tigress is interesting. Our game group friend, Derek, he's got like all these games, and I have yet to play one. So, you talk about games like how, you think about like all the popular games, and like, I haven't played any of these games yet. I want to, like Paladins or Raiders of the North Sea or something. So I need to, when Derek was teaching that to the game group, I was teaching something else. So always something, right? Blueprints of Mad King Ludwig. I was at Tantrum Con and kind of watched that, but as for a roll and write, I think I'd be more interested in just the regular Mad King Ludwig game. And so there's that, but I'm not that interested in this either. It's just, I don't know. I'm kind of bored with this stuff. And then you get the Stefan Feld stuff, and then it costs a fortune. Like, it's like, oh my goodness. I don't know if, I want to back one of those. And I looked at Cusco, but then the game rating is fairly low for all these city games. So, I don't know. I just thought I'd sit here and complain a little bit, because I'm just like, these aren't interesting me. I don't know. Last year was like amazing, right? And I know like they started out with like Marvel Zombies, and that helps. And this year Simon did Marvel United, but my kids are older and not interested in the little cutesy game, and I don't need that much Marvel United. Toph has one of them, and it was fine. But I don't need a lot of that puzzle. I'd rather play something chunkier. all these like just kind of blah. And so this is Kickstarter, right? Let's flip over to Gamefound, and it's not. Gamefound usually has one decent one. I like Gamefound better than Kickstarter because I can go here and they're all board games. Like Kickstarter, I wish they would have a board game section. They just have a games section, which gets video games and D&D and things I don't care about. So I prefer Gamefound in all rights from beginning to end, not having to go to BackerKit, and it's all kind of like incorporated into Gamefound. But a lot of people don't get as many dollars when they go to Gamefound unless they're real big. Like people know chip theory and people know of something else, and they can go to Gamefound and they're going to search out those campaigns, right? But Huang, I just talked about. I am interested in that. The Street Fighter board game. I'd rather play Street Fighter video game. And then you've got some small little ones, 15,000 things that are on their way out to launch, but never heard of them. Not really, all that interested in them. And then, it's all the Awaken Realms stuff. And I passed on the Tainter Grail because I don't need another dungeon crawler. For me, I'm going to limit dungeon crawlers to a bare minimum. Ordered Oath and like until I get that, and I'm done. So I'm not that market. Once again, we got a war game here. This first Victories of Wellington versus Napoleon. Very interested in that, but nobody's going to want to hear me talk about it. But there's what is here that is all that exciting, right? Now, Awakening Realms is, teasing some new stuff, and that's exciting. But, I don't know about any other stuff. What do you guys think? I mean, we're in March now, and I'm not seeing anything like even on the horizon really, except for maybe the Awakened Realm stuff, and like Simon is going to have now another Zombicide. And how many Zombicides do you need? And is Marvel Champions enough, or will I regret not getting it? I don't know. So anyway, I don't know what the point of this video was, more than just to sit here and just be like, it is. Age of Comics redid that, or did a video on that. If you want to go check that out, you can late pledge that. Nice little game. Didn't live up to I had high expectations for that. So like, it's kind of like going to a movie and seeing like, oh, I want to see this movie and can't wait to see it. And then you have everybody else likes it because their expectations were lower and yours were up here, and you're like, it didn't meet it. Kind of where Age of Comics came in for me. It was a good, solid game, but it wasn't like blowing me away. And I love comic books and everything. So, and then Unconscious Mind. I have a friend backing like probably all of it, and I passed on it because I'd gotten Oath and Sworn. Sorry, not Oath. And Cthulhu Death May Die, and it looks beautiful. I still think it's a heavier game than they're letting on, based on what's going on. And so, I've got enough heavy games at the moment. So I think I'll wait for somebody, for Derek to get that one, see what it's like, and we'll review it, and I'll have options to be able to show it to you. It's nice to have other person in the game group that backs more Kickstarters than me. So, what do you guys think? Where are you at? Are you backing anything? Is there anything exciting to you? Is there some stuff? What's coming up that you know about that I don't? I would like to know that. Comment down below. Let's chat about. Are we bored? I'm not bored with board games. I'm just kind of bored right now with Kickstarters. I'm buying a lot of games lately. Go watch the video. I click here. I don't ever know which side it goes up on. Maybe it's here. I think this is the side. If you click here, you can see my haul from February. My shame of like, I spend too much money. I got some free. So there you go. Oh, that's the alarm. I gotta go do something. Just remember, no matter how you play, whether you play solo with family or friends, enjoy what you bring to the table. Talk to you later.